All right. Staying in California, Mr. Swalwell. Donald Trump does not detest Mr. Swalwell as much as he does Mr. Schiff, but it's close. Congressman Swalwell in the news twice tonight. First, 13, and this has been rumored, I believe. I may be mixing it up with Schiff, but Mr. Pulte, who runs the housing authority for the Trump administration, here's the headline from NBC News. Trump official refers Eric Swalwell for a federal criminal probe over alleged mortgage fraud. Another one of these cases where they're alleging mortgage fraud, as we saw with the Attorney General of New York and with Adam. Not Schiff hasn't been indicted yet.
Shit,
Who's
but,
the?
but they accused him of it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, but then the very same day, number 14, MSNBC says Swalwell eyes his next campaign to run for California governor. Katie Porter continues to be the front runner on paper. Other people have talked about the race, like the junior senator from California passed on the race. Ashley, start with you because it's your party and your and state you know well. If Swalwell enters the race, does he become a top tier candidate right away? Can he raise the money? Is he got what it takes to shake the race up?
But listen, I will tell you, those two headlines are no coincidence. They're
Yeah,
definitely related to each other. You're absolutely right about Trump and his efforts to really go after his political enemies. I mean, really, and it's so trite because it's the same issue. Like everybody's committing mortgage fraud. I mean, it's
yeah,
so boring in that respect. But I will say that Swalwell, unlike Katie Porter, has a bigger profile nationally, has demonstrated ability to raise a substantial amount of money nationally, not just out of California. I think that works to his advantage. I also think that he's probably got better relationships within the in California and the Democratic ecosystem there. I know my former boss is a major fan of his, has
yep.
always promoted him. He sort of calls her his second or third mother or grandmother, whatever he calls her. And so I know they're really tight, and she's got outside influence in California, as you know. So I think this is going to be an interesting race. And in fact, I'm excited about it. We need to have more competitive primary races within the Democratic Party. So yeah, so this is one I'll be watching. But the fact that DOJ and the Trump administration is coming after him is actually no coincidence.
Would Swalwell be a good low dollar fundraiser, a good bundler, a good super PAC fundraiser? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think, Katie Porter had these issues with the CBS interview that sort of exposed her as a bit of a sourpuss mean girl, kind of, always edgy. But I do think that, Swalwell has just a different profile. I think he's got an ability to relate to people. He's so warm in person. I just think that he's going to have an ability to raise big and small dollars.
Uh, Kristen, I'm surprised you didn't even crack a smile at Sourpuss Mean Girl. That's a good one.
I thought it's a nice way to describe
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Kristen, when you think about formidable Democratic candidates, not just for governor of California, but just like a great political athlete, does Swalwell seem like a formidable to you?
No, I kind of put him in the clown car. I mean, that guy, like, we're talking about Fang Fang and like so many other things that he has issues with. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think most Republicans take him very seriously. Just like I don't think most Republicans are really going to, focus too much on who the Democrat nominee for governor in California is, unless maybe it's Harris. I think that could probably get some attention. But yeah, no, I don't. I just don't take him seriously. No offense. I mean, I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think.
I mean, I think those are fair criticisms of him. I mean, I think my question for him is what is his relationship like with the business community in
Yeah,
California? I
yeah,
think that's
yeah.
going to make the biggest difference. Whether
Totally
or not he
agree.
can make inroads there, that's going to be because otherwise they're all just sort of Democratic political operatives, right?
Yeah,
With title. But the question is whether or not he can make inroads with the business community. I'm hearing that there's a lot of frustration within the state among Democrats with how the state's been managed by
yeah.
Gavin Newsom. So I think he's going to have to pull from the center and, as much as he can and try to develop those relationships with the business community.
Totally agree.
Get an advantage.
Speaker Pelosi has some proteges in the party who are superstars, and
Yeah.
some less so. That's what I'll say. All right, here I go. I'm going to
Well,
run
I
through.
would say two of them won
Yeah.
on Tuesday.
Yeah, no, I know. I know.
Hamburger and,
No, I
and
know. I know.
yeah.
She's got some big stars. Cozy Earth products, they're having a crazy sale now, 40% off Cozy Earth, the bubble cuddle blanket, the sheets, the towels. I've had my towels now for over a week, and they're a revelation and a revolution, both. And of course, the bubble cuddle blanket luxury combination of comfort and style. Right now, you can get 40% off everything on the site. Black Friday, come early. This won't last, so go to cozyearth.com. Use the promo code two-way for 40% off. Wrap the ones you love in luxury with Cozy Earth. And always have to plug the pants because every time I put the pants on, I'm reminded they're really the only pair of pants I'd like to wear. So please do yourself a favor. Go to cozyearth.com. Promo code two-way for an extraordinary 40% off. The sale will not last forever. cozyearth.com, promo code two-way. They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America. And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and two-way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.